Ooh, yep. Big news for UFC 324 in January. We've got an interim lightweight title fight. Topuria out for several months. Big news dropping in the UFC today. Let's get to it. Yo, did you see that? Fred, did you see that?
I got hair.
Did you see that intro? AJ, did you miss that?
No, I saw it, man. That was pretty cool.
That was you.
What?
You didn't see that. Can I run that again?
I saw some.
I can run
let's
that
see
again,
what the
right?
hell.
Watch this. Look at this. That was crazy. Look at this new intro we got. I'm going to run it again. I'm like Jey Uso. That was crazy. That's like AI.
I don't think I've ever had that much hair.
You look great.
Damn, that was sharp. I didn't see that part. I was looking at the other stuff. I was like, wow, that's impressive, man. We all got like the Connor walkout.
Wow. AI is getting crazy, man.
Kind of looks like the real us. I mean, what the hell? I don't think
That's
it's AI.
amazing.
I think it's
what
us.
you can do.
Next time, put hair on me.
Oh, only Fred gets the cool hair, not you.
Freaking Fred. He had like the Brad Pitt hair there. Did you see that? The mop and everything. It was
Looking
crazy.
great. Looking great.
That was nice, man. Congratulations to the production team. Bravo, man.
Johnny already dissing me, saying newsflash,
What?
Dave. Hangman lost. Bad world champ. Hangman got screwed. Everybody knows it, John. Hangman should still be the AEW world champion. Samoa Joe and that dirty rat Hook stole it from him at Full Gear. We all saw it. The world saw it. Hangman got screwed, Johnny. And we'll talk about it tomorrow night on Wrestling Uncensored. We'll preview. How about that? How we doing? Big news. Happy Thanksgiving to all our American friends. And big Thanksgiving news dropping from the UFC. Dana White at a halftime of a football game. Dropping some big news, some big fights.
What?
Oof, they just dropped another one. UFC 324 looking stacked as we got the news from Ilia Topuria that he was stepping away to deal with some personal issues. So the UFC 155-pound champion saying that he's going to be out for at least the first quarter of 2026, taking him away from title defense possibilities that I think the UFC was looking at in early 2026. So they're going for an interim championship. I think they were going to go with Ilia versus Paddy on this card, but instead Paddy Pimblett takes on Justin Gaethje for an interim UFC lightweight championship. This made official today by the UFC. Just that. Big news. AJ, you're acting like this is news even though you put a heart on it on the group chat when I sent you the picture.
I'm looking at everybody on this card. I am kind of surprised.
Did you not know this, AJ, about Gaethje and Paddy? Because I sent it in the group chat, and you put a heart emoji on it.
I mean, to be fair, you sent it in the group chat, but I didn't notice that it was for an interim title. I just found out now.
Okay.
Wow, that's going to be a good one, man. Paddy.
Interim championship. Because Topuria is
What's happening with
out.
Topuria, man?
Topuria.
What's going on now?
Another
one.
Getting a divorce, and I think dealing with some custody issues.
Damn. That's what happens when you make it to the top, eh?
His wife, or maybe soon to be ex-wife, has said that she has left Topuria She's made some social media claims about maybe some infidelities going on. This is Topuria's statement earlier today.
Let's see it.
I won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve this situation as soon as possible. I don't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make the matchups needed. And as soon as the matters are resolved, I'll let the UFC know I'm ready to begin my return. So sounds like he's told the UFC he's stepping away. And
Jesus.
Yeah, they have to move on without him. Kind of unprecedented in the UFC. I can't remember a champion stepping away to deal with this type of situation. Max Holloway.
Not even Conor.
Max Holloway responding, saying, sorry to hear, champ. If it's what I'm hearing, it is. I know the struggle firsthand, trying to fight while protecting your kids. Hope all goes well. Thanks for the support, brother, from Topuria. All the best for you and your family. So Topuria having to deal with his family.
Not easy, man.
Some issues.
Not easy.
Yeah.
But he seems like he's in control. Like, he's saying things that are not off the wall. Like, he's got to get things fixed. He's got to do whatever it takes. Maybe like marriage counselor, maybe things can work out. We don't know, but he's taking things serious. Family first. I tip my hat to him. I think that's the right way to go. He's a double champ. He'll come back stronger. But the biggest fight right now is not to lose his family. So, kudos to him, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about the division. See how focused I am. I'm just focused on the sport. But yes, obviously, good for him to put his family first.
I think I read somewhere that Topuria also mentioned maybe the possibility of him and Islam fighting for a 165 title or something. Like, he was putting the talk about those new division is back a little bit. So
yeah,
who knows?
I don't know.
That could be good.
The fact that it's an interim 155 championship and not the 155 championship tells me that Topuria is just stepping away from the 155 division. I feel like the UFC has thought about the 165 division and decided against it. I don't know. I feel like there was a moment, maybe a couple years ago, where it seemed like it was going to happen, but it's cooled down. Gaethje Paddy for the lightweight championship taking place January 24th in Vegas. Interim lightweight championship. I think Paddy has a good shot. Early prediction would be Paddy the Batty. No?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Gaethje's always tough, but yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Paddy.
Other fights on this card that were announced today include Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship.
That's solid.
Yeah. Is that the main event? Or is it Gaethje and Paddy?
I don't know, man. You ask me, I would go with the
it's the co-main.
I would go with the ladies. But...
Yeah, I would put Amanda and Kayla as the main event.
They're
Paddy and Gaethje is cool, but Amanda and Kayla is a historic fight.
And I like this Gaethje versus Paddy fight, but Islam vacated the title. Now Topuria vacated the title. Gaethje has lost in title fights before, so it's a cool matchup. But does the winner really feel like a champion when the two previous champions just vacated the title? So I don't know. To me, Kayla versus Amanda Nunes, that's a legit championship fight.
Yeah, but right now they're putting that as the co-main, and let's not forget, this is going to be the first ever, pay-per-view to Paramount fight. This is the first, so it's got to be big, and a lot of people are going to be wanting to watch Paddy. I mean, and I agree with you, this, Harrison and Amanda, it's a huge, huge fight, but, Paddy's probably a notch above them, man. in popularity.
Maybe at this point because Amanda hasn't been around in a little bit, but it's a huge fight, and as a double main event, it's very good for UFC 324. Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes, and then Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett, 2 title fights. And they added a bunch more. You've got Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Davison Figueiredo at 135, which is a pretty nasty fight. Derek Lewis takes on Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Yep.
Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. I mean, that's pretty big. You got Sean O'Malley on this card. Alexa Grasso versus Rose Namajunas. My God. They stacked UFC 324 because it's the debut on Paramount for the UFC.
That's the way you do it, man. But that's the way you do it. I mean, everybody is going to be able to be watching this. I mean, you got to go big. You got to slam it no matter what. I mean, you could even stack that card with some pretty heavy prelims on it, and people are going to go wild. I mean, this is the time to sell. You're coming into Paramount. There's going to be a huge audience. I'm not sure what time the fights are at, but if they're at a time that everybody could be watching, like, you know, in America as well as in Europe, like a time that, like, you know, makes sense, it's going to be insane.
It's in Vegas. It's 10 o'clock normal.
It's in Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Regardless, I mean, you know, just being in Vegas, I mean, it's going to be insane on Paramount.
Yeah. Looking at the card, if I were to guess the pay-per-view, like the 5 fights, it would be Gaethje, Paddy, Kayla, Amanda, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. Like, O'Malley has to be on pay-per-view. Umar, I think you would put Umar versus Davison on pay-per-view. And I would also throw Alexa Grasso, Rose Namajunas on the pay-per-view as a 5-fight pay-per-view. That means Derek Lewis and Waldo Cortez Acosta would be on the prelims, which I think is fine. Arnold Allen and John Silva also announced for this card. Good prelim fight. But that for a 5-fight pay-per-view card is really good. Grasso Namajunas, Umar Figueiredo, Kayla Amanda, O'Malley, Song Yadong, and Justin Gaethje Paddy. That's nice. Good job, man. UFC. UFC 324 looking very good. Fred, you did talk about, though, the interim championship and the lightweight championship and where it is right now. And I think you bring up a very interesting point because we saw Islam Makhachev, the king of 155, just give up the title, move up to 170, and he's now the king at 170. And there's Islam news that I want to get to here in a second because of what Ian Gary did last weekend. But so Islam kind of gave up the belt, and then Topuria won it in like a vacant belt, right? Who did he beat? Was it Oliveira?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he is now out. So this is like the third string champion at 155. And not only that, but we just saw Arman Tsarukyan, who everybody knows should get a title shot, looking just dominant in the main event of the Qatar show last weekend, submitting Dan Hooker in the second round, just obliterating him, just squashing that guy. It wasn't Hooker got nothing in. It was a one-sided beatdown from Tsarukyan, took him a round and a half to finish him. It was like easy work. And you go, okay, well, why isn't this guy getting a title shot? Because there was a time when he was just about to fight Islam Makhachev, and you thought that that would have been a competitive, interesting matchup. And we never got that because Tsarukyan got hurt. And now, you know, Tsarukyan is out there, and he's not in the title fight because I guess he just fought and he wouldn't be ready for January. But when you look at the Paddy Gaethje fight, you go, okay, it's cool and all, but are they really the two best guys at 155 pounds? I don't think anybody would say they are. And that's what's disappointing about that interim title fight is that they're good fighters. I got a lot of respect for them, obviously, but they are not the number 1 and 2 ranked guys in the division. And when you see a title fight, you want the top guys in that fight. It's not what we're getting.
They definitely went for the guys that draw, I think. Like, as Tsarukyan, as dominant as he is, he's not a big star, unfortunately. So the UFC probably, because I mean, why not him? Like, he's available. He just won. He should be a logical choice. But yeah, I agree.
Short turnaround maybe for Tsarukyan. It's 2 months.
Well, if you look at Waldo, man, like the guy's fought like 5 times in 9 months. He fought twice in November. I mean, there's some fighters out there that are fighting all the time.
That's true. Waldo got a knockout last weekend. He's fighting on this card against Derek Lewis. Different level, though. Different level.
Yeah, but still.
I mean,
still very active.
2 months turnaround to fight Derek Lewis for Waldo after a minute. Like, his fight lasted a minute. He beat Shamil pretty
surprised.
quick.
And it's heavyweight. You know, he doesn't really cut weight, or if he does, it's not that much.
Yeah, I think it's easier. But, you know, Tsarukyan's not in that fight, which is a little disappointing. But maybe the UFC doesn't trust him. It's a big fight. It's a big spot. And they may not trust him to main event a card that's that important, which you can't really blame them. Might be a business decision. End of the
last time he didn't show up, he wasn't ready. So,
So Tsarukyan, I guess, probably number 1 contender. You would think, right? He should face the winner of Gaethje and,
I mean, if
Paddy, unless
Topuria's only gone for 3 months, Topuria should be fighting the winner, but.
Well, who knows? I mean, I don't know what he's dealing with exactly. It's not really clear. It seems like something with the custody of his child and his partner. I don't know. From the posts that we're seeing. So he's out an indefinite period. But then if Topuria does come back, right? Then Tsarukyan's just sitting. Like, what do you do with him? He already said he's not fighting until he gets a title shot. That's what he said after the fight, which is never a great move, especially if you could be like 2-3 fights away from that. You know, like if Topuria comes back in the summer, Tsarukyan could talk about getting a title shot maybe in a year from now, if that. Like, does he want to wait a year between fights and then fight Topuria? Doesn't seem like a wise move in your prime.
As he fought Charles Oliveira, maybe?
Has he? I don't think so. Yeah, he did. He beat him. Beat him already. Split decision, but, I mean, he beat him. And it was a fight. It was a title eliminator. Beat him for a title shot. So, yeah. He's beaten everybody. Tsarukyan's in a weird spot. Because he should be getting a title shot, but the timeline just doesn't quite work. Ian Machado Garry beat Belal Muhammad last weekend. Dominated Belal. By the way, my parlay cashed in. Machado Garry and Tsarukyan. I picked the 2 favorites in the main event, and they both won easy money last weekend. I thought those guys were locks. And Machado Garry just all over Belal Muhammad. Just crushed him. Did whatever he wanted. 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. I wonder what that judge was seeing, which round they gave to Belal. You see that fight?
Yeah. That was Gary's fight.
How do you score a round for Belal? I don't know. Which one? I don't know.
I don't know. I thought I gave all the rounds to Garry, but who knows? Maybe one round was close. I don't really remember.
I feel like that fight needed more rounds. When it was over, I was like, 3 rounds? That's it?
I think it would have been more of the same. I don't think Garry would have finished Belal, and he would have kept on dominating that fight. Like,
I think he might have finished him. He was landing good shots.
And that's the problem with the co-main event. You know, keeping it to 3 rounds, it just doesn't give enough oomph for enough substance. You know, anything that's co, and main should always be 5 rounds. Title
I
or
don't know
non-title
about
fights.
that. I disagree with that.
Sure, man.
Not every main event deserves 5 rounds. This one was pretty big, though. Belal's a former champion. Ian Gary's on his way to getting a title shot.
Like, when it's a number 1 contender bout, some cases maybe should be 5 rounds. I don't know.
But it's not that. It's not that. That fight, like, Ian Garry is one of the best 170 fighters in the world. He would be my pick to get a title shot against Islam Makhachev next, if not for the fact that he lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov. And everybody seems to forget that he lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov, but they shouldn't, because it happened. Shavkat is undefeated. He should be the guy to fight Islam next. But the UFC, I'm pretty sure, is going to give us Kamaru Usman. Because Dana White doesn't run the UFC. Ali Abdelaziz, manager of Kamaru Usman and Islam Makhachev, he runs the UFC. Apparently. Because that's the fight that they want. That's the fight that they're pushing. And only those guys and that camp are interested in that fight. Nobody else in the MMA world wants to see Kamaru Usman get the fight against Islam Makhachev. We know they're buddies. There's no bad blood. We don't think it's going to be a super interesting fight. We don't really want to see Kamaru get a title shot. The welterweight division has moved on from Kamaru Usman. You got Jack Della Maddalena. You got Shavkat Rakhmonov. You got Ian Garry. You got all these good fighters that are winning fights, knocking people out, and we're sitting around. You got Carlos Prates.
Michael Morales.
We're sitting around saying, well, Usman, and we're going to waste months and months of our lives waiting for that fight. Islam's going to beat him. And then you go, well, okay, now after this, maybe we'll get a good Islam fight. What are we doing? Or he retires after beating Usman because he's 34, probably going to be 35 by the time the fight happens. He's got millions of dollars. He's a double champ. He just walk away like Khabib did. You just walk away. And then John Pork will come in and do the same thing.
John Pork.
He's next. John. Don't worry. You're going to hear more about John Pork. John Pork is my Logan Paul, okay? I'm the first guy on this show to tell you about John Pork. I told you he's going to take over MMA, and then one day when he's the king of MMA and a double, triple champ in the UFC, I'll be like, see, I told you, John Pork, this guy from the Khabib camp.
Who don't eat bacon.
He doesn't eat bacon. Doesn't eat any pork. Bacon. But he's John Pork. Anyways, the famous
Thanks
John
to Islam.
Pork.
Thanks to Makhachev.
Like, what are we doing here with this Islam Kamaru Usman fight? Like, please, Dana White, all I want for Hanukkah or Christmas, whatever you want to do, I'll take either, is that Kamaru Usman doesn't get a title shot. Like, please. I don't want him to get a title shot. It's going to suck. I want to see Islam fight somebody cool and good and challenging. Give me Prates or Shavkat or Ian Garry. I really don't give a shit who it is at this point.
Or Morales.
Morales isn't quite there. As long as it's not goddamn Kamaru Usman. Like, it's not an interesting fight to anybody. Stylistically, it's not interesting. Story is not interesting. And it just, the optics of it are bad. He's like 38, 39 years old. What are we doing? He beat Joaquin Buckley. So? That gets you a title shot now? What is this, man? Like, I'm so mad because I could see the writing on the wall with this. And I don't want it. I don't want this fight. And I'm just begging at this point for the UFC to give me anybody. Like last week, I was like pretty adamant. Has to be Shavkat. He deserves it. What are we doing? But now I'm like, fuck it. I don't care. Just give me anybody but Usman. Anybody. Like just not, Just give me, not Leon Edwards, not Nate Diaz for some reason, give me a real guy against Islam, and let's see. Let's see him against Shavkat. Let's see him against Ian Garry. Let's see him against Carlos Prates. Try that. But not Usman, because it's stupid. It's a waste of everybody's time.
The more you talk about it, the more I agree. Like at the beginning, I was, okay, why not Usman? But there's so many other choices that make more sense. And starting by Shavkat. Like, Shavkat's the guy. The only argument I would make for Garry is since that loss to Shavkat, I think he has 2 wins. So, and Shavkat hasn't fought since then. So, but Shavkat should be the logical choice. Give me Ian Garry against Usman maybe, but Shavkat, Islam.
Yup.
Yeah, that'd be in the money fight. And just quickly, Johnny brought up a good point.
It's not about like body of work and being a champion. It's about, like I said, best fighting the best. We're not getting it with Paddy and Gaethje, but, because Topuria's out and Islam went up, and okay. But here, we have a chance to get best of the best, and you're giving me Usman?
He's got that name, Dave, and let's not forget that. That's the only reason. He was there. He was a champion, huge following. I mean, George St. Pierre actually said Usman should retire at the top, kind of thing. I don't know what he's talking about, but
how about this?
He's got the name.
He's got a name. Good point. He's got a name. Okay, you know who else has a name? Islam Makhachev. At this point, he is a brand name in MMA. If you're any kind of an MMA fan, if you say you like the UFC, you have to know Islam Makhachev, right? He is a superstar of the sport. How many guys can you say that about? Islam, Pereira, current fighters that you have to know, you have to watch, that are mainstream MMA stars. I think it's Islam, Pereira. Merab is starting to get a bit of a following, but other than that, Islam is a superstar of the sport, right? You know how you become a superstar of the sport? You beat a superstar. So, why would you, if you're the UFC, if you're the promoter, let Islam Makhachev fight Kamaru Usman, who's like a retiring guy, and then let Islam possibly walk away? Because there's no guarantees that Islam sticks around after an Usman fight. How long you guys think Islam's going to fight for? Khabib retired real early. Islam's almost 35. So, how long do you think he goes for? He's getting to the point where he's got nothing left to prove.
And after that, he could go and scam people like Khabib.
Exactly. I think that if you really wanted to make stars in the UFC, you wouldn't let Islam just pick his shots and then maybe, beat Usman and then walk away from the sport. You'd give Islam some legitimate threats and see if maybe somebody beats him and becomes a star off beating Islam, like Shavkat or Ian Garry or Carlos Prates. Like one of those guys, if they beat Islam, then they become superstars in the UFC.
I feel like Islam's getting the opposite of the George St. Pierre treatment. George, they wanted him to fight Johnny Hendricks right away, give him a rematch, and George just vacated the title. Then he beat Bisping for the middleweight title, and they wanted him to face all the top guys right away. Whereas Islam, he's getting all the oldies, and he fought Volkanovski. He fought, he's getting a lot of these older, out of weight title contenders.
Yeah. He's in the John Jones period, John Jones Stipe period of his career, I think, where the UFC is treating him like a god. Dana White says he's the greatest thing ever, and he's getting favorable matchups because he's a cash cow for the company. And at a certain point, there's going to be so much noise, and the UFC is going to face pressure, and he's going to have to fight one of these guys, like a Shavkat or whoever, and then we'll see if he takes the fight or does what John Jones does and did and says, no, I'm not fighting Tom Aspinall. I'm leaving. The UFC wanted him to fight Aspinall. Jones said, no. Didn't happen. And then Dana was mad at John Jones. Then Dana says, well, I can't trust John Jones, and I don't know about John Jones, and I don't believe him, and he's whatever. So Islam hasn't crossed that line yet where he's told the UFC no, because the UFC wants to keep Islam happy. Right now, they're in the happy phase. Maybe the UFC, will stay happy with Islam. But with a lot of these champions, at a certain point, Dana White goes, well, actually, I think Kamaru Usman is the greatest welterweight of all time. And you go, what?
Name me a champion.
What did George St. Pierre do to you? Oh, yeah, he didn't fight Robert Whittaker. That's what he did. He beat Michael Bisping, and then he didn't fight Robert Whittaker. And this is the thing. Like, if Islam beats Kamaru Usman and then doesn't fight, like, Shavkat Rakhmonov or Ian Gary, Dana's going to say, well, I think BJ Penn is the greatest lightweight of, or something, like, Frankie Edgar was the greatest lightweight ever. And people are like, what about Islam? You're like, well, Islam, I don't know. Like, Islam's just getting this nice treatment from the UFC right now. But I think it should stop. Like, I don't like the nice treatment. Because as fans of the sport, as people that want to see the best fight, people that want to see Islam challenged, like, Islam is so good. Don't you want to see how good he can be? Instead of, like, yeah, he could beat Usman, so, who cares? It's like, you want to see Islam fight Leon Edwards? No? There's a lot of, like, why? Let's have him fight Belal Muhammad, too. Belal was a champion for a bit. Let's do that. Why? Crazy.
You said it, Dave. You're right. Listen, I was trying to say earlier, Johnny brought up a good point. The fights now are starting at 9 p.m. and the prelims are starting at 5 p.m. So that means these fights are ending by midnight, which is great. If that's the case, man, the UFC is making a great move.
That real?
That's what Johnny is saying right now. So I think it's pretty legit.
Johnny knows.
Johnny knows.
Fred, you hyped?
But that would be awesome, Dave. And that makes sense to put a co-main, like Johnny was saying earlier, to make a co-main into a 5-rounder at that point.
Mm.
But if prelims start at 5 and main at 9, I mean, these fights could technically end around 11:30, depending on how fast they go through. It's a win-win, man, for everyone.
I mean, in the past, they tried that, and they went back to 10 p.m. because they felt the ratings were better at 10 p.m. Because they've tried that before a couple of years ago.
Well, I like 9 p.m. I'm happy about it. Mm-hmm. UFC 323 is the next fight card. There's no UFC this weekend, a rare weekend with no UFC. I guess TKO's given the Saturday night to WWE. They've got Survivor Series War Games on Saturday. AJ, did I tell you about the teams? I told you. Didn't I tell you guys last week?
Yeah, you told me about Lesnar and all that. Yeah, man, I told
Lesnar.
you.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. They're going to smash those other guys. Logan Paul on the same team.
Logan Paul with Brock. Yeah, what a team.
Come on, man. All you have to say is Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar and Logan Paul together. Unbelievable.
That's the way you do it, man.
What a team.
That's a team, man.
Yeah. Although Roman Reigns with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes is pretty good, too. UFC 323, Merab Dvalishvili and Petr Yan coming up in a couple weeks. We'll do the watch-along for that. H, are you going to be here for the watch-along? Well, you got to be here for the final watch-along of the year.
Yeah. That's our Christmas bash. Or Hanukkah, or whatever you want to call it, bash.
The 6th of December.
Bash.
What?
Well, I know my wife's Christmas party is on the 5th.
Okay.
I think I'm free.
So you got to
on the
recover
6th.
for 2 days.
It's wild.
Freddie,
I
talk
mean,
about your Christmas party.
If I want to get drunk
That's a
and
good
make
one.
her ashamed of me, yeah, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. Freddie, talk about your Christmas party. Now that's a real Christmas party.
Went to shoot some guns.
Yeah,
It was
man.
fun.
Wearing the
First
MAGA
time
hat and
shooting
all,
guns?
man. Cowboy boots. You name
Huh?
it.
First time shooting guns?
Yep, first time ever.
How'd it
Touching a
feel?
gun.
Yeah, right.
I won't
How
lie,
many
I
did
was
you use?
nervous, man. I tried 6 different guns, and some of them were
What?
pretty strong, and I don't have the list in front of me. 44 revolver, a couple of other stuff, man. It was fun, man. It was quite an experience. I won't lie, I was nervous, man, because like just before the shooting, they give you like a 5-minute security meeting, like, oh, this is what you do, don't put the finger on the trigger for no reason, blah blah blah. And then they go, all right, so let's start. So now you pick up a gun and you just start thinking of all the stuff they just told you. And then, you know, it's the first time I ever pick a gun. So, like, I won't lie, I was a little nervous, but it went well, man. I'm not a great... Okay, so, you know, you think you see the movies as like, oh, I could shoot. It's not that easy.
Yeah. What's hard about it? I've never done it either. I've never shot a gun or touched a gun. I don't know about guns.
Focusing and like, you got to hold it strong because there's some kickback to it. So, you know, if
Yeah.
you're not holding the gun strong, once it shoots, it's not gonna go straight, you know.
Ugh. Cool.
Did you hit target at least?
Yeah. We had one with a laser, man. The one with the laser, I went perfect, man. I shot the first time, and the teacher guy, he goes, aim just a little left and then right, and then I just shot, and I had bullseye for every one of them with the laser. That was
What?
Cool.
Man, Die Hard 2, man. Right there.
With a vengeance.
Lahash shooting range, Kanawagi. Yo, Kanawagi is a
Oh,
nice
yeah?
place, man. Also, man. After that, we went to eat, and you know, like they got
Where?
the big casino over there at
Oh,
Kanawagi,
yeah.
and like they
Where'd you
got
go
like
to?
a nice little. I went to
Robbie's.
I forget, smokehouse.
Robbie's Steakhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
The steakhouse. Robbie's
that was
Steakhouse.
fucking
So
delicious,
good.
man. Pulled pork,
man.
ribs, everything. It was delicious. But yeah,
Listen, you should have went next door to the cigar
That
lounge
area's
because
nice, man. Yeah, I saw the cigar lounge.
yeah, you know who's managing it? It's Stéphane Vigneault and friends, man. They're all there.
Okay. There's some life over there, man. There's like some nightlife. It's a fun area.
Cool.
Our buddy Glenn is always there, man. He's at the Havana Cigar Lounge, man, and it's super nice.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and
we're
Robbie's
saying, come watch the
Steakhouse is
UFC
super
at this
nice.
place. That's the place he's
We
always
gotta
talking
go,
about.
man. They keep asking us all the time, man, inviting
Yeah.
us all the time. They're
Yeah.
like one of the rare ones that keep inviting us. Ganawaki's nice, the Ringside Report, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And
You
we'll
know
be
me,
treated
though.
like kings.
I never leave my house. So,
Dave
Close
the
to your
Hermit.
house, man. Mercier Bridge.
It's not too far. It's true, man.
yeah.
But I mean, it takes you forever to get there with the closures, but it's fun once you get there.
No, but, like once I got out of the Robbie's Smokehouse restaurant, Google Map made me go by Montreal to get back to Brossard because there was no traffic. It was like it made me take Mercier and then Champlain to get back home.
Well, it sounds like a good time. Well, we'll have a good time. UFC 323
Twats
next
ripping it in.
weekend. Merab versus Petr Yan for the Bantamweight Championship. And Alexander Pantoja against Joshua Van for the Flyweight Championship. You also got Brandon Moreno and Tatsuro Taira on that card. Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. And Jan Blachowicz coming back. The legendary Polish power taking on Bogdan Guskov. The Goose. Bogdan the Goose Guskov. I don't think that's his nickname, but I mean he should. I would suggest he consider it. Bogdan Vladimirovich
Man, you brought up a couple of
Guskov.
names. You got Chucky to be Chucky Olives.
Say what? The Goose.
You got Chucky to be Chucky Olives, remember?
Yeah, people stole Chucky Olives from me, and I think they're going to start, they'll steal. The Goose will catch on. Bogdan the Goose Guskov. Big Goose. Bo Goose.
The Goose has gone wild.
Bo Goose. How about just Bo Goose?
Oh, man.
B-O Goose. That should be his new MMA name. Forget this Bogdan Guskov. He's Bo Goose. That's a good name right there. Hey, Bo Goose.
What? Antoinette's birthday, or
bogus.
is it just...
Get it? He's bogus.
Don't be a
Bo
bogus.
Goose. Pretty
And Bon Goose.
I got something
And Bon
there.
Go.
Bo Goose. B-O. First name B-O. Last name G-U-S. Bogdan Guskov. He's Bo Goose. He's bogus. Bo Goose. All right. Anyways, that card's next week.
Way to go, Dave. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Listen, is it Antoinette's birthday, or am I missing out on something here?
I don't know. Antoinette just dropped. Antoinette has been a member of the channel for 58 months. Thank you, Antoinette, for supporting.
Wow.
Member of the team over at join.ringsidereport.net. She says, and another birthday for me. So I guess happy birthday. Oh,
happy
tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Antoinette.
Nice.
Man, she's rocking that girl, man. She's 29 again.
Antoinette in the chat. Angelo in the chat. Members of the team. I saw Jason Pete as well over at join.ringsidereport.net. Thank you, everybody, for supporting. Happy birthday, Antoinette. Blue Jays got you a nice birthday present. Dylan Cease, big pitching contract free agent they got from the Padres. Nice pitcher. Nice addition to the team. Blue Jays looking very good. Nice. Hope,
they win. That's the question.
Hope that works out for them. Well, within reason, you know. But yeah, it's cool. Big signing. I was like, ooh, that's a big one. Nice. Good for the Jays. Like, the Jays always had money, but people were kind of like baseball players. Like, if you can get $700 million from, like, 6 different teams, and some of the teams are L.A. or New York, you might choose those teams over Toronto. But now that the Blue Jays have, like, gone to the World Series, I think baseball players now are going to go, well, I'll take the money from the Jays, because if I go there, we could get over that hump and win the World Series. So the Jays are going to be, I think, like, more competitive next year even. They're going to be good, I think, for a few years. They got a good core. Pretty good. Good for the Jays.
Yeah, but they got to win it, man. This should have been our year. A stupid ball, man, in the wall. That ruined it, man. That took it away.
The wall. You really think the ball in the wall?
The ball in the wall destroyed the Jays.
I think it was the home runs, the 2 home runs.
No, it was
the home run in the ninth kind of killed them, and then the home run in the next.
So many opportunities.
Yeah.
Man, that ball in the wall. Balls to the wall. Remember them? Freddie, you remember balls to the walls? That was it, right there. Who was that? Was that Quiet Riot? Who was balls to the walls?
AC/DC, they had a lot of songs about balls.
No, it was something about get your balls to the walls, man. Was it Quiet Riot?
No clue.
I remember.
No, I don't know either.
It's an old school rock, man.
Next week we'll preview UFC 323 here on the show. No baseball for several months, so I'm just killing time.
I bought MLB The Show for $13 on Xbox. It was on sale, man, and I've been enjoying it, man. It's a good show, a good game.
That sounds good. Maybe I'll get that.
Black Friday
deals. Who sung it, Antoinette?
Oh, yeah. Black Friday deals. Is the new MLB The Show on Switch too? Did they make a version for Switch 2 or just Switch?
I think it is Switch also. 2. I'm not sure if it's on Switch 2, but I think there is a Switch version. Because it's the game from last February, you know? The game's almost a year old. But you get it for cheap right now. Anyways, on Xbox, they're selling it for $13.
Switch 2. No, there's no Switch 2 version. I'm sure I could find a deal, though, somewhere. Yeah, maybe I'll get that. That sounds good.
Shit, Antoinette already got season tickets, man. She's a fool around, this girl.
To the Jays?
Yep. Yup. She's hardcore, man.
She says, I got season ticket opener already. What does that mean? What's a season ticket opener? Is that tickets for the opening game or season tickets? Season tickets is different. Tickets to the opening game is tickets for one game. Season tickets is tickets to all.
I think she was a season ticket opener.
Awesome.
I think. Well, she was at all the games, Dave. Yeah, so she must be.
Well, Antoinette says it was AC/DC. I got that one right. Thank you.
Balls to the walls?
Balls to the wall?
Wow.
Was it? To the wall?
Balls to the walls, man.
Balls to the
Get
wall
your
song.
balls.
Is a song by German heavy metal band Accept. Apparently.
Except the Blue Jays winning the World Series. That's a perfect song for them.
I don't know. I think it's a band called Accept, ACCEPT, from Germany that maybe does that song. I can't play it, but I don't know. Sounds like AC/DC. I'm going to say me and Antoinette are right, and AJ's... I mean, nobody got Accept. AJ had no idea.
I accept your answer, man.
It might be Accept. Opening game. Okay, cool.
Opening game. There you go.
Who they playing? Pretty cool.
Probably the Dodgers.
Ooh. $30 for MLB The Show on Switch, too? On Switch? Maybe.
A good game, man. I've been enjoying it. Pitching mechanics are fun.
Yeah, I've played one a couple years ago. It was all right.
What's up, Jake Hudson?
I still miss All-Star Baseball 99. That was my favorite baseball game ever.
That was with Derek Jeter on the cover. That was the best game ever.
Was it Jeter or something? Yeah, it was really All-Star Baseball 99. I think I had on Nintendo 64. It was the best.
Yeah, I love that game also.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
That was really, I think, peak baseball games.
Baseball Stars. That's NES.
I don't think I played that.
Never played Baseball Stars?
I really liked on the Super NES Super Bases Loaded. That was like my favorite game. Man, it was good. All right, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow with Johnny.
Johnny got you there.
We'll talk wrestling. He got me? What's he saying about me?
Dave.
Only way Judge can win World Series is in video games, Dave. I mean, what are you going to say if he wins the World Series in 2026, John? What are you going to say then? Huh?
You won't.
I mean, he might. I don't think they will. It doesn't look good. I'm not optimistic. We basically have most of our pitching staff injured, and they're supposed to come back like, May, June, July, maybe.
Dodgers are tree beating.
They might. They might win again. Yeah. Why wouldn't they? The Yankees, it's going to be so much tougher this year to make inroads in the AL East because the Jays are going to be there. The Red Sox are going to be there. The Orioles should be better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not optimistic about the Yankees in 2026, but you never know. It's baseball. You never know. People didn't predict the Blue Jays to make the World Series. They didn't predict them to be as good as they were, and somehow they were, Baseball's crazy. Everybody predicted the Dodgers to win the World Series, though, and then they did. If you'd say beginning of the season, who will win, people go, the Dodgers, and then they did. And I was like, yeah, told you. See? It's a pretty good bet. You could say it again, and you might be right. It's like 50-50. All right. Tomorrow?
It'll be the Jays, man, next year. I'm telling you. We're going to come strong.
I mean, most of the time,
2026.
Most of the time, the two teams that were in the World Series, they don't both make it back to the World Series. And if I were to pick a team that's not going to make it back to the World Series and a team that is, you'd have to side with the Dodgers to be the team that makes it back. Just because, But yeah, they might win next year. Who knows? Maybe they'll win next year. Johnny... Maybe the Pittsburgh Pirates will win next year. They won't.
That'd be cool, man.
Maybe the Colorado Rockies will win next year, or the Chicago White Sox. They won't. They won't at all.
I'm thinking of Larry Walker every time I think.
Maybe the Cincinnati Reds will win it. They won't. It's another team that won't.
Maybe
but the Jays might
Montreal
win.
Expos.
The Jays might win. The Red Sox might win. The Phillies might win. The Dodgers might win. The Yankees might win. There's a lot of teams that might win, but there's a lot of teams. The Mariners might win. The Padres might win. There's a lot of teams that might win. The A's won't win.
Orioles.
The Orioles might win, honestly. They have a better shot than the A's. The Rays won't win.
Texas Rangers.
Twins.
Texas Rangers, I don't think will win either. I don't think the Twins will win either.
I just saw that come up.
But a lot of teams could win. Milwaukee could win. Toronto could win. A lot of teams could win. But if I had to bet, I'd bet on the Dodgers. I mean, the Yankees could all win, AJ. I'm saying most of the AL East, I'd say except for the Rays, could win the World Series next year. I'd say 4 out of the 5 teams. The Orioles, if they get their shit together, their young players, play to their full potential, they could make a run. The Yankees could, get their shit together, sign a few big free agents and make a run. The Jays could just do what they did last year and win. The Red Sox could, pull some things together. Like, they could all win. They could all win the World Series. The Phillies could win. The Cubs could win. I mean, a lot of teams could win. It's goddamn... It's not even 2026 yet. The season starts in, end of March. I don't even know who's going to be on the Yankees. So, I can't tell you they're going to win. I don't know if Cody Bellinger is going to be on the team. I think he's going to be on the team, but I don't know. And then once he's on the team, who else is on the team? How about that Japanese guy? Imai? Pitcher? How about him? What's his deal?
Imai.
Can we get him?
He might be there.
He might be there. He might not. That's good. All right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow for Wrestling Uncensored. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.